What up, YouTube? It's your boy KT, man. We back with another breakdown, man. Today we breaking down Abdullah Mason, man. I feel like, boxing Nick's top prospect, boxing Nick's superstar, bro. So we got to break him down, man. We got to see what makes him so great. So we finna watch a fight right now, man. Me and him the same age, bro. Like, it's crazy, but he started before me. I started at 19. So that's still pretty young, but in boxing years it's old. But I really don't care. I started on God's timing, so it is what it is, bro. But let's tap into him and let's see what I can take away from his game. Let's see what I can learn from Abdullah. Y'all popcorn, drinks, man. Let's watch some boxing. Let's learn.
Spirit and clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. That's the foul line. That's the foul line. Touch your gloves. Go to your corners.
That may be the foul line, and we would have loved for Luis Pavon to tell us where the foul line was on the Usyk Dubois fight. There it is. But this young man, body everywhere. He's got a 5-fight knockout streak. Abdullah Mason looking for his 10th professional win. This is his 10th fight.
Let's see what makes him so great, man.
And he's ready to shine here for all of you on Top Rank Boxing on
Wide
ESPN.
stance.
Well, first of all, you're going to see the amateur pedigree.
His swag, though, I ain't gonna lie, his swag be on point. I do like that.
Technical prowess of Mason. You can see it right out the gate how controlled he is. And he told us in the fighter meetings yesterday that he's working on patience. That's what he's going to work on. He says, sometimes I can get a little bit side myself and, let shots go when I shouldn't have. He said, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to set up. He's going to set up his attack, starting off with his jab. Coming off of a second round technical knockout against Alex Oliveira. Before that, he went 6 rounds before stopping Desmond Lyons. Those were his first 2 fights of 2023.
Jab, good jab.
This year, that's what you want to see in a developing young fighter like Abdullah Mason. Activity and improvement.
Good stab to the body.
Yeah, activity is important. Improvement. And he hasn't failed. Yeah, activity is important for a fighter. It's like,
Another stab to the body.
It's like produce in the store. Think about it that way. It's like if you let some bread sit on the counter too long, it's gonna get molded. It's like if you let some bread sit on the counter too long, it's gonna get molded.
Good short hook.
If you let some food in
Damn
the
it.
refrigerator sitting there too long, what's gonna happen? It's gonna get spoiled. If you let a boxer sit too long, what happens? He gets rusty. He's not acclimated to the ring anymore. He forgets about these bright lights and the pressure to go through. You got to stay busy and stay active. You got to continue to sharpen your skills every time you step in that ring. And it's very different when you're doing it with headgear and big gloves and just sparring sessions, because we have both seen Tim over the years, champions in the gym, but under the bright lights, it all changes. Abdullah, he's ready for the bright lights, and he wants that smoke. Just 19 years old. That's hard to believe. I'm not gonna lie. That's really hard to believe when you watch him and the way he controls the ring and dominates the ring, and just his reflexes and kind of the way he controls.
Now he's just so patient.
And dominates
right back.
the ring, and just his reflexes and counter punching ability and everything that comes along with him. This young man has an opportunity to be a champion before he's able to even buy alcohol. Think about that. Like Mike Tyson, I'm just saying, yeah. 2 years from now, this kid could be very well be a champion before his 21st birthday. He's in a loaded, lightweight division, so he may have to wait his turn and deal with the politics.
Keep that hand up.
Lands a looping left hand. See, those are the unexpected shots right there. He thought he was clear. And Villarreal was in a position where it looks like he wasn't going to throw a shot, but he just threw a shot, out of nowhere, just kind of was trying to protect himself, and was able to land that shot. But Villarreal, he knows what he's here to do. If you look at his record, this guy hasn't won a fight in 7 years. He hasn't won a fight in 7 years, man. But he's here to make it rough and tough for Mace. He did upset Brandon.
Smooth round, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna actually watch his highlights. That'll be better.
Talked about one thing. They said, boxing in this fight, we're gonna look at boxing in order to begin and assess my opponent, feel them out, break them down, and set them up to finish in impressive fashion.
You gotta stop doing it.
right there, Villarreal just letting his hands go. Just let him go fly. Let him fly. Something will eventually land.
Oh.
The right hand lands for Villarreal.
It's interesting because Valiant, his father said, Abdullah, see that block wall? Set it up and finish. Well, it just so happens that Cesarea set it up.
Jabbing up, hooking up the jab.
So happens that Cesar Villarraga works construction, installing block wall. So, I'm not sure he knew that, but maybe he did. I like coincidence. Or is it a coincidence?
Hold on, chat. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Get back to it, man.
Nice body work from Abdullah Mason. Yeah, making Mason work, which is good. Making him think about that right hand, moving his feet.
But that's exactly. I mean, Villarreal is reacting. That's what he is. That's the word. He's reacting.
He's so explosive, bro.
A scared fighter is a dangerous fighter. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying he's scared. What I'm saying is he just reacting like he's almost scared. He's making sure that he's protecting himself. When Mason lets some offense off, he's making sure to punch back just so he can back him off. To let some, he's making sure that he's protecting himself. When Mason lets some offense off, he's making sure to punch back just so he can back him off.
Both fighters doing a good right hand. Villarraga with the rights and Abdullah with the lefts.
You like to stay in that pocket, bro.
When Mason lets some offense off, he's
punching in between. Yeah, that nigga punching in between.
Back just so he can back him off.
He's standing in that fire.
Villarraga with the rights and Abdullah with the lefts.
So what you're seeing, and the reason why Abdullah's getting hit with those shots is that when he's throwing his shots, he's keeping his head directly centered, okay, and admiring his work for just a brief moment. He's not clearing distance where you have Villarreal that's just letting his hands fly from position, and he's catching Mason.
Straight left, can't miss from Mason, but the right hand is always active from Villarraga, and it's found a home on the young 19-year-old.
That's what I mean by reactive right there. So what he did was he's waiting by his time, and he's waiting on the young gun to let something go, and then he's reacting right after. Because he knows those are the moments that there's some vulnerability in Mason's game. Yeah, that one is cool, nice one too. See, Mason got caught right there just trying to think. Sometimes you just gotta react.
Nice body work from Mason with the left. We were talking about that precise concept of just being instinctual, not thinking in the ring with Nico Ali Walsh, who we'll see later on tonight. See if he can get closer to that in his return from what was a draw that was overturned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission due to an adverse test from his punch. Hey, this is an undefeated fighter who's on a 12-fight knockout streak, 19-0 with 18 knockouts. Not an easy task, not at all.
I don't think it's an easy task. If he makes it look easy, Kosabuski is a pocket rocket. He likes to operate mid-range to inside. He's dangerous. He has short arms and he's compact. He doesn't load up his shots to inside. He's dangerous. He has short arms and he's compact.
Good body.
Load up his shots. They just come right from position and he doesn't load up his shots. They just come right from position.
That mug so short, bro.
Rocket just left nice looping overhand left. Oh, nice upper.
Footwork.
Rocket just left nice.
You write that down. That's beautiful footwork.
Looping overhand left. Oh, nice uppercut from. Okay, just landed that. Nice looping overhand left. Oh,
Look at this footwork, bro.
Uranga just landed that. Nice looping overhand left. Oh, nice uppercut from Abdullah Mason, and he shook Uranga. Nice going down to the body. Nice going down to the body.
So what you're seeing now is Mason has decided to step to Uranga. He doesn't feel the punching power from him. He doesn't feel that he's strong enough. And so he's willing to take more chances. So when he's in the line of fire, he probably will get flipped more times than none. But he's looking to land his and get his off.
Mason doing a better job of getting his head off the line here in round number 3. As he presses Uranga backwards. And I don't know that Uranga is very comfortable stepping back. Nice left from Mason. He set it up perfectly off of a blinding jab.
That body shot. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now that was a blinding jab.
That bitch so quick.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Now those are precise shots right there from Mason.
And it's accurate.
He set it up perfectly off of a blinding jab.
That body shot. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now those are precise shots right there from Mason. Nice setup, getting around the elbow of Uranga to land that body shot.
Now he's making Uranga miss with a right.
Punch out. Stop. You got your arm right there. Step on the breakdown. Don't run. Slowing down.
So what you're seeing from Mason occasionally, you'll see him react with offense, and then you will see his body, his upper part of his body, he'll pull. He'll pull his body back to get out of range. He appears to be in range, and then he pulls his body away, and then he tries to counter. It's a great move. But it can be a dangerous one, too, if you don't do it at the right time, one. Also, if you drop your hands, and if a guy step in behind that pull, he can catch you with a shot. It's dangerous. And another guy that does it quite often is Jared Anderson.
We saw him get caught by Charles Martin last time out.
That nigga dig into his body. Yep.
Last time out. Roll on the belt line there from Mason. Those shots are good. Last time out.
Jared Anderson.
Write that down. This nigga is digging to the body like a madman, nigga.
We saw him get caught by Charles Martin.
Come on.
Roll on the belt line there from Mason. Those shots are good. As he now focuses his work downstairs.
Good angles on the inside by Abdullah Mason.
As he now focuses his work downstairs.
Oh yeah, he did just caught an angle.
Inside by Abdullah Mason.
Little smooth angle. Look at that little. It's subtle.
Now focuses his work downstairs.
It's subtle. He on the angle now. We made him turn.
Good angles on the inside by Abdullah Mason.
Uranga giving Abdullah Mason a test here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
This is not a scam. The Health Food Allowance card is available for those on Medicare. This card can be worth a lot per year that can be used at your favorites.
Oklahoma as Uranga goes back to his corner, as does Abdullah Mason, and that was Amir Mason. His brother with the last words there for Abdullah.
So that's what I would tell. That's what I would tell the is like, hey man, use your jab, take your time. I know you want to break them down. I know you're getting anxious. You know you're 19 years old. Take your time. Set it up. Fight behind your jab. Use your feints. Open him up.
Oh.
Uranga starts quick. The last couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on. Abdullah starts quick. The last couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on Abdullah Mason.
Hold on, this nigga is going crazy to the body, dude.
You know what? Fight behind your jab. Use your feints. Open him up.
You know what? Villarraga starts quick. The last couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on Abdullah Mason. He was content to exchange and see if Villarraga could take his firepower.
Yeah.
To exchange a couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on Abdullah Mason, who was content to exchange and see if Villarraga could take his firepower.
Oh,
And see
yeah,
if
he got
Villarraga
caught.
could take his firepower.
His biggest strength is also his biggest weakness, bro. He like to stand in that pocket. That's probably his biggest flaw. Like he like to stand in that pocket,
Dropped his hand.
and he got to move his head.
Too far. That's another thing that I noticed from
Yeah, he
Abdullah
gonna
Mason.
get it right.
Sometimes he throws his uppercut from a little bit too far away, and he drops the opposite hand in the front from Abdullah. He dropped his hand, threw an uppercut, firepower.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
His
far.
hand, threw an uppercut from too far. That's another thing that I noticed from Abdullah Mason. Sometimes he throws his uppercut from a little bit too far away, and he drops the opposite hand in the process, and he got caught right there with that shot.
Villarraga's an excellent counter puncher.
And in the process, and he got caught right there with that shot.
Short punches, man. Short punches, nigga. Look at that hook. That bitch so short and fast.
And he got caught right there with that shot.
Villarraga's an excellent counter puncher. Nice body work, straight left to the belt line.
But I can just tell you this: Abdullah doesn't feel threatened at all. I mean, if he felt threatened, he wouldn't be throwing shots and unleashing shots like that and allowing anything to get inside. So he's comfortable right now, taking and also receiving anything to get inside. So he's comfortable right now, taking and also.
Look how short that was, man.
He's being a real pro right now. He's growing up before our eyes
and doing it in the pocket.
Yes.
Good
Of
defense.
course, you want your opponent, you want your fighter to make those shots miss. But it's a judgment thing when it comes with the fighter, you know. If you get in there with a power punch, you gotta be careful. You can't be making the same moves and habits, great habits for yourself. So.
Villarraga made his pro debut in September of 2013. He's Abdullah Mason. He's just 9 years old. Abdullah just turned 19 recently. Nice left uppercut from Abdullah, straight left. You see the quickness in that left hand, and Villarraga answers with the overhand right.
Nice angle taken right there. Both guys are having some good moments. Abdullah definitely, Mason is definitely getting the better of it, but you know, Villarraga, he's no slouch. He's in there. He's trying. I don't know. He don't look like he's trying to win, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to fight back. That's it. He's trying to fight back. He knows what he's here to do. He's here to test the young guy. He's not here to win.
He's doing just that.
Just enough. That's it. Just enough.
Just enough to keep Abdullah Mason honest, actually.
That's it.
Yeah.
And to uncover some mistakes or flaws. Yeah, so the matchmakers can see and say, okay, he's not ready for that. Maybe we're going to put him down.
Look at this body. One thing I noticed from this fight is the body work, bro. Body work, bro.
can see and say, okay, he's not ready for that. Maybe we're going to put him in that.
Nice body work from Abdullah Mason. Sitting on his punch, flipping right hand as these two exchange at the bell.
I ain't really
Laundry
been
can
noticing
be
this
really
jab for real. I got this next fight. I'm gonna study his
especially
jab.
if it sits in the washer too long. The Fan Fresh option, part of the Fresh Flow vent system, helps keep your clothes fresh. Whirlpool, everyday care.
Abdullah, being young, being a little bit, I would say, somewhat naive to a certain degree, he doesn't feel the power coming back from Villarreal, so he's okay. He's like,
So he's working that jab.
That's nothing.
Half of Villarreal's 10 victories have come by stoppage. 89% of Abdullah Mason's wins have come before the final bell. So there's levels of competition, and Villarreal is a step up from what we've seen Mason in against before. In that he's presenting a challenge, he's presenting different questions.
Beautiful.
Against before. In that he's presenting as a step up from what we've seen Mason.
Go to jab.
Against before.
Slip that. Catch the angle.
He's presenting a challenge. He's presenting different questions to be asked from Abdullah Mason, which he's figuring out as the rounds progress.
Yes, which is good. This is great. You know, Abdullah, he needs more rounds. You know, he needs to go through more things in these rounds. He needs to see more, and that's what we're getting right here in this fight from Villarreal.
We talked about the 5-fight knockout streak, and sometimes, no matter what stage of your career you're in, you start to fall in love with seeing guys go down.
Oh, yeah.
And you forget to set things up.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about it. And what you did in the last fight don't work in this fight. It's crazy, man. It really is.
Villarreal setting up that right hand, and Mason just barely ducks out of the way.
Again, no feints. I'm looking for
Look at that short
Mason
hook.
just barely ducks out of the way.
again. No feints. I'm looking for feints. I don't see enough feints. You know, one of the things that I don't see enough feints. You know, one of the things that I learned from
Going combination of the two.
You know, one of the things that I learned from Manny Pacquiao was when I fought him the first time was, dude, he fainted the hell out. Oh my gosh, this dude throws so many feints. Foot feints, head feints, hand feints. You know, it kept me busy. It kept me burning energy, just trying to anticipate when he's going to.
Go a combination of a jab.
Burning energy, just trying to anticipate when he's going to attack. And I said, you know what? I'm bringing that to my game. I'm going to feints. I'm going to throw a ton of feints.
Mental pressure.
Oh, my goodness, yes it is. Oh, nice uppercut. Throw a ton of feints.
Mental pressure.
Oh, my goodness, yes it is. Oh, nice uppercut. That time he got it right on the money. Called him as he was coming forward with that beautiful uppercut.
But Villarreal can sure take a punch here. Yeah, the first 5 rounds against Abdullah Mason.
Yeah, and Abdullah done it all. He's went to the head. He's also went to the body. I mean, he's trying to find the key, but the key is the liver. That's where the key is at, the liver. You got to find a way to get to that liver of Villarreal.
Villarreal, the father of 3 children,
right
15, 11, and 4. He fights for them to have a better life, and that's what Abdullah Mason's up against. Man, he works constructions in the heat of Southern California, then goes to the gym because he loves this. So you got to break him down like Mason's trying to do there to the body.
Need more body work there. You know, I'm asking a lot, but you need more body work. You hit the guy, the best punch up top, you catch him flush, you hit him right on the chin, he don't go anywhere. Keep testing that body, keep breaking him down. The process still isn't done. You have to keep working that body.
5 excellent rounds of work provided for Abdullah Mason by Cesar Vich, joined by his brothers Abdullah and Abdullah, who are going to be making their professional debuts. I mean, 4 out of 5 Abdullah, 5 Mason brothers are going to be fighting within the next month. And you see Villarreal taking those body shots from Mason, who has now set his sights on going downstairs against the Colombians.
Nice. It's good work. But he's been a little bit, Mason's been a little bit more responsible on the inside. He's going 1 and 2s, not 3s and 4s. He's trying to tie. He's going 1 and 2s, not 3s and 4s. He's trying to pay attention.
He switched stance a little bit.
The referee knows about posting.
You can't just joust with that hand. You gotta use it as a jab and put it away.
Now, let me tell you something else about feints. You know, at the end of the last round, Mason, you did throw some feints. You know, at the end of the last round, Mason, you did throw some
He get caught in that pocket a lot, bro. He probably should use his footwork a little bit more.
But he didn't like it because it was the wrong distance and he didn't believe it. You know, your feints, when you do it, you got to do it at a certain distance to where you're just outside that line of fire and you're close enough and you do it and then you react. You got to sell it. You got to set. Yes, sir. I love this work. I love this work. I really do. Love it. You know, he can take this. It's a masterpiece. He can take this and not in a way where it was a spectacular performance. But what I'm saying is that this is the stuff that you need to go back on. Need this type of work.
Sometimes you gotta grind out a win.
Oh yeah.
Not just blast guys out.
Yes.
And this is valuable experience for Abdullah Mason, who came into this fight basically with a total of 23 rounds and 9 fights. I believe here with 29 and 10 fights, but of 23 rounds and 9 fights.
That nigga so short, dude. Oh my.
This was a tough man in front of him, and B-Rock at 37 years old. Not everybody's just gonna lie down when you hit him with your best shot.
Yeah, I mean the matchmakers understand that it's important to test your talent. I think he's an even better test than this. Moving forward. I mean, when you get tested, it deepens your bag of experience. And you find ways to have him overcome like he's doing right now.
There's that flow from Abdullah Mason trying to break down Villarreal. That's a great left hand as Villarreal tries to answer. But Mason is answering the call here in the 6th round.
And see, we hear that saying all the time that pressure, is known to create dominance.
Here's how a doctor treats toenail fungus without a prescription. If your toenail fungus came back after using tea tree, Vicks.
But you know what pressure also is known to do? No. What? Give you a stinky fart. He has to show. He has to show tonight, man. He has to show which one he is. Is he a stinky fart under that pressure? Or guess what? Or he a diamond. And right now he's showing he's a diamond, baby.
He's a diamond in the rough.
That's right.
Valiant.
What I noticed from this fight is that nigga was a great body punch in this fight, and he got them short hooks, man. He got some short hooks, bro. So I'm gonna keep studying him. Next, we're gonna watch this fight, bro. If y'all want me to do some more breakdowns on some more guys, bro, hit me up and let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy KT, and I'm out.